Yeah, that is the cockroach that it came running towards my hubby when he came out of the bathroom. So this is what usually the insects do. Like no matter where you try to go, they usually try to come out and literally goes towards you. It's it's just bizarre. And yet again, yesterday when we got this wine bottle, my hubby wanted to try it out, and we were at Costco and we got one. Now, imagine, I think ever since I married and we got this house 2011, we have never brought any, wines, or I mean, we really don't like wines or beer or any kind of stuff because to us it's really bitter. But since we started, um, hanging out with Nero's friend, who's a podiatrist, and they're from Cambodia, and they, I mean, her, his friend drinks, so they used to, kind of give us to taste their all these different kind of wines, and it was nice tasting. So we're like, we were just passing by, and at the Costco, and he just happened to glance and like, okay, let's just try this, and we just happened to grab a bottle, and I think it's just 3 times that we have ever got um, alcohol in my house. So yesterday I opened a bottle and we just tried a little, very little, like I would say about 1/4 cup or something, was that little amount. And today the plumber comes out here. I had called. So after he's done with his plumbing, he again synchronizes my drinking of alcohol with a story that usually the street theaters, the gang stalkers perform. So he was told by the gang stalkers, by the criminals, that to say this story to me, that so he tells me a story that, oh, there was this girl, a lady I knew, who was very good at plumbing, and she literally made millions in just plumbing business. And um, I just found out that she was drinking, and I'm like, oh no, now I can't have her with me anymore. And it was very clear that he was targeting me by saying, oh, you're drinking or you're drunk or whatever. I'm like, these people make issues about every single thing. There's like a saying in our language, Raino Pahad Banao. It's like that thing. A small little thing like a mustard is made an issue, like as if that mustard is like a big mountain. So the way these people go above and beyond to intimidate you, to make you feel guilty about every single thing you do. It's like, they made an issue even about me drinking tea. They gave me 2 cuts on my dorsal index finger, 2 parallel laser sharp cuts. And it was the first time live experiment I did in, I believe, 2015. Um, and ever since, I've started getting thousands and thousands of cuts on my fingers, on my faces, and I'll be posting those videos later. But this is the one way. The second way, out of nowhere, the strangers will come and start telling you stories, or trigger words, as I call it, to synchronize everything you do, you know, so that it's more kind of interrogation, humiliation, or whatever. And I'm like, look around any stores in America, Walmart, Kroger, Target, or Costco, Sam's, or just the liquor stores by themselves. I mean, there are so many people drinking, and literally I've seen people buying like cans and cans and cartons of um, beers, and the bottles of wine and all that kind of stuff. And oh, one day my hubby wanted to try it out, and so we got this bottle, just try it out, and they're making like a big issue. Oh, it's such a bad thing. And I'm gonna blame all of Nero's friends too for this, like Rachel, Alan, his friend in Georgia. I mean, and of course my friends too, because these people's main agenda is to alienate you, and that is what you did, and you actually pushed your own friends to this kind of targeting, to this kind of fear, intimidation, humiliation. And I mean, if I know that my friend or my cousin or anyone who is near and dear to me is being pushed to this kind of torture by someone just framing any kind of story they like, I mean, literally, I can just pick one person, you know. I know one person in my neighborhood, like, she was a nice friend, unless and until, of course, all the severe targeting started. And I can just put her name, her face, everything in the whole community and say, oh, you know what kind of clothes she wears. When she bends down, her little butt line is seen. You know, this she wears like that kind of clothes. She doesn't know how to wear tight clothes or pants, you know, up her butt line, or the t-shirt below her butt line so that it's not seen. Or I can make issue that, oh, even that she is married and has two kids, like one is in college, one is still in school, high school or medium school, whatever. But still, he goes on Mondays to this Indian grocery store and meets the manager, when usually the Mondays are the days closed, and she goes into the storeroom right after the manager goes inside, and the manager touches her here and there and kisses her and whatever. And then she tells me all this story because I see a mark on her neck. Like, how would she feel? Like, all I have to do is just discredit her continuously in front of, not only here in the community, but in the whole nation and in all the parts of the world that she goes, that, oh, she does that or she does this, you know. I mean, I can make her life a living hell by doing this.